One thing Craig and I have been kind of disheartened with is the whole fact that everywhere we go where Jesus has been, there's shrines that are put up in churches, and it's like a lot of people come here to worship the place rather than the Creator. And we are right now on the Sermon on the Mount, the mount where he would have done the Sermon on the Mount, where the Beatitudes come from. And Craig and I have been talking and asking God to show us things. And the cool thing about this place on the Sermon on the Mount is that Jesus said he held the Pharisees' threshold of, like, you know what, we're so good, we can do this, and we have been so perfect with the law. And Jesus says no. And he put the threshold way up here. He says, unless you live like this, you can't enter into the kingdom of heaven. And sometimes you read that passage and you go, man, how in the world do we ever live like that as Christians? And the cool thing is that Jesus said, I've come to fulfill the law. And guys, you remember a lot of times I've preached and I've said that we are in Christ. And because that we are in Christ, that means that we fulfilled the law as well. That means that we have the righteousness of Christ. And it's just cool to be at the spot where Jesus spoke this sermon to thousands of people. And it's cool to know that we're in Christ as well. That we have the title as sons and daughters of God, and that we have the righteousness of Christ, and that God looks on us with favor. And it's a privilege that we have that so often we take for granted.